Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. We're excited to have you here with us today as we explore the amazing world's largest dairy farm and evolution of modern dairy farms in China. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. A lot of the biggest farms globally are situated in either China or Australia. However, not all farms are alike. Certain farms specialize in growing edible plants, while others are dedicated to raising cattle or producing dairy products. Regardless, farms play a significant role in our lives. Interestingly, some of the largest farms worldwide exclusively focus on cattle or dairy production. What is the biggest farm in the world? Did you know the largest farm globally is larger than 11 US states? This colossal dairy farm can be found in Heilongjiang, China, and is known as the Mudanjiang City Mega Farm.
Hey.
The Mudanjiang City Mega Farm boasts a staggering 100,000 dairy cows and spans an impressive 22.5 million acres. If that doesn't amaze you, this farm produces approximately 800 million liters, around 200 million gallons, of dairy each year. Notably, this vast farm is about the size of Portugal and surpasses the land area of 11 US states. Furthermore, it is nearly twice the size of the second largest farm globally, making it unrivaled. Interestingly, this farm is also relatively new compared to others, as it was built in 2015 with the purpose of producing and supplying dairy to the Russian market. This 100,000 cow dairy farm was funded with 1 billion yuan or 161 million United States dollars from Russian and Chinese investors. Since the early 2000s, China's demand for meat products, including beef, has grown at a steady pace. However, China's domestic cattle farming industry is unable to meet the high demand for beef, and as a result, China has resorted to importing cattle to meet domestic demand. China's cow importation stems from several factors, including the growth in China's middle class, changing dietary patterns, and a lack of access to quality beef from domestic cattle farms. As the middle class has grown in China, more people have gained purchasing power and have shifted their diets to include more meat, including beef. This has led to a surge in demand for beef, which China's domestic cattle industry cannot meet due to its limitations in scale and technology. Moreover, the outbreak of diseases such as foot and mouth disease has had a significant impact on China's domestic cattle industry, resulting in a shortage of quality cattle that meet the demand for safe and high-quality meat products. To meet the growing demand for beef, China has been increasing its imports of live cattle, beef products, and beef cattle embryos from a range of countries. By importing cattle, China can acquire high-quality breeds of cattle that are better suited to meet local demand for beef. Additionally, importing cattle has been seen as a way to stimulate the domestic beef industry by introducing new breeds of cattle and improved breeding techniques from other countries. China imports live cattle from a range of countries with different climatic conditions, feeding practices, and breeds of cattle. The major cattle exporting countries to China include Australia, Brazil, Uruguay, New Zealand, and the United States. Australia is the largest exporter of cattle to China, followed by Brazil and Uruguay. In 2020, Australia accounted for approximately 2/3 of all the cattle imported into China. Australian cattle breeds are among the most popular in China, and the country has invested in genetics research to develop crossbreeds that are better suited to Chinese climates and feeding conditions. Brazil is another significant exporter of live cattle to China. Brazil has been exporting cattle to China since 2015, and the trade has grown rapidly, with China purchasing more than 180,000 head of Brazilian cattle in 2019. Uruguay is a smaller but growing supplier of live cattle to China. Uruguayan cattle are known for their high-quality meat, and China has shown great interest in the breed. In 2020, Uruguay exported more than 20,000 head of cattle to China, up from less than 1,000 in 2016. New Zealand and the United States are also important suppliers of high-quality breeds of cattle to China. China has been working with the United States to import breeding cattle so that Chinese farmers can improve beef cattle genetics and breeding practices. China's cow importation has had a significant impact on global meat markets, affecting the supply and demand dynamics for livestock products in various regions. The surge in China's beef demand has created new opportunities for countries exporting beef, including those that specialize in exporting live cattle. This has led to an increase in cattle prices in the exporting countries, as well as in the price of beef products globally. At the same time, China's cow importation has had a considerable impact on the supply and demand dynamics of beef and other livestock products in China. The increase in beef imports has led to a decline in prices for domestic beef products, leading some Chinese farmers to switch to other types of meat production. This has led to a rise in the production of pork and chicken, that are complementary to beef in the meat market.
In addition to affecting the global meat markets, China's demand for live cattle has had an impact on animal welfare. The transport of live animals over long distances can be stressful for these animals, and some have suffered stress-related illnesses and deaths. This has led to some criticism of China's cow importation practices and calls for more stringent animal welfare standards to be implemented.
Evolution of modern dairy farms in China, a comprehensive analysis. Dairy farming in China is experiencing remarkable growth and transformation in recent years. With the increasing demand for dairy products among its vast population, China has emerged as one of the largest milk producers in the world. Modern dairy farms in China are witnessing significant advancements in technology, management practices, and sustainability initiatives. This comprehensive analysis aims to provide an in-depth understanding of the key characteristics, challenges, and developments that define modern dairy farms in China today. 1. Industry overview.
The dairy industry in China has undergone a dramatic shift from traditional subsistence farming to large-scale commercial operations. The sector has benefited from government policies promoting milk production and import substitution to reduce reliance on foreign sources. China's growing middle class and changing dietary preferences have contributed to the increasing demand for milk, cheese, and other dairy products. 2. Farm size and infrastructure. Modern dairy farms in China vary considerably in size and scale, ranging from small-scale family-owned operations to medium and large-scale industrial farms. These farms employ modern infrastructure and facilities, including specialized barns, milking parlors, feed storage, waste management systems, and milking automation technology. Many farms adopt environmentally friendly practices such as biogas production to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. 3. Herd management and breeding. Investments in genetic improvement have played a vital role in enhancing the productivity and efficiency of dairy farms in China. Farms maintain herds of high-yielding cows, primarily Holstein and Jersey breeds, obtained through imports and partnerships with international providers in countries like Australia, New Zealand, and the United States. Artificial insemination and selective breeding programs ensure that the herds have desirable traits such as high milk production, improved milk quality, and disease resistance. 4. Feeding and nutrition. Modern dairy farms prioritize providing adequate nutrition to their herds. Computerized feeding systems are prevalent, allowing precise control over the cow's diet based on individual requirements. Rations typically consist of a balanced mix of locally grown forages such as corn silage, alfalfa, and specialized concentrate feeds. Many farms adopt advanced technologies, including robotic feed pushers, sensors, and monitoring systems, to optimize feeding efficiency and minimize wastage. 5. Milking and milk quality. Efficient milking is crucial for maintaining high milk production and ensuring milk quality. Modern dairy farms in China employ advanced milking parlors equipped with automated milking machines that can handle multiple cows simultaneously. These parlors not only minimize labor requirements but also maintain strict hygiene standards to prevent contamination and improve milk quality. Farms regularly test their milk for quality parameters such as somatic cell count, bacterial count, and composition to ensure compliance with national and international standards. 6. Technological advancements. China's modern dairy farms have embraced modern technologies to improve productivity and operational efficiency. Automated systems for monitoring cow health, fertility, and milk production enable early detection of diseases and optimize breeding practices. Furthermore, precision farming technologies, such as the use of GPS, drones, and sensors for monitoring crop growth, irrigation, and soil conditions, contribute to sustainable agriculture practices and enhanced feed production. 7. Environmental sustainability. Sustainability is a growing concern for modern dairy farms in China. The sector is actively adopting eco-friendly practices to reduce its environmental impact. Initiatives include methane capture from manure for energy generation, efficient water and energy usage, waste management systems, and the promotion of sustainable agricultural practices to reduce pollution and soil erosion. Additionally, some farms are engaging in organic farming practices and promoting biodiversity conservation to align with global sustainability commitments. 8. Challenges and future perspectives. Despite significant progress, modern dairy farms in China face several challenges. Diseases, such as mastitis, remain a concern, requiring continuous efforts to maintain cow health and improve biosecurity measures. Labor shortages, particularly for skilled employees, and rising labor costs pose challenges to farm management. Technological advancements and research collaborations with international partners are expected to drive future growth in the Chinese dairy industry.
In conclusion, modern dairy farms in China have witnessed a remarkable transformation, leveraging technology, advancements in genetics, and sustainable practices to meet the increasing demand for dairy products. The industry's growth trajectory and commitment to innovation make it a driving force in China's agricultural sector. As the nation continues to strive for self-sufficiency in milk production, ongoing investments and strategic collaborations will reinforce China's position as a key player in the global dairy market.
China has been one of the fastest-growing dairy markets in the world, with local consumption of dairy products increasing rapidly over the past decade. The increasing demand has resulted in an increased production of dairy products, which has also led to a rise in exports. In this video, we will discuss the local consumption of dairy products in China and also explore the international exportation of Chinese dairy products. Local consumption of dairy products in China. Since the opening of the Chinese economy in the early 1990s, there has been substantial growth in the dairy industry. The growth in milk production has been particularly strong, with milk production in China increasing from around 6 million tons in 1991 to over 33 million tons in 2019, according to Statista. This is mainly due to an increased demand for dairy products such as milk, yogurt, cheese, and ice cream. Local consumption of dairy products has increased rapidly in China over the past decade due to several factors. One reason for the increased demand for dairy products is due to the perceived health benefits associated with dairy. Milk and dairy products are considered a nutritious source of calcium, protein, and vitamins. This has led to an increasing adoption of a Western-style diet in China, with dairy consumption becoming more common. According to a report by Euromonitor, the per capita consumption of dairy products in China increased from 14.4 kilograms in 2005 to 31.1 kilograms in 2019. This shows a steady increase in dairy consumption, which has doubled over the past decade. Another factor contributing to the local consumption of dairy products in China is the increase in disposable income. As a result of China's economic growth, consumers now have more disposable income, which they are using to purchase premium dairy products. This has led to a growing demand for high-end dairy products, such as cheese and yogurt. High-end dairy products are perceived to be a better quality than cheaper alternatives and are therefore sought after by affluent consumers. Furthermore, the growth of e-commerce platforms in China has made it easier for consumers to purchase dairy products. Online shopping platforms such as Alibaba's Tmall and JD.com have made it possible for consumers to easily purchase dairy products and have them delivered to their homes. One trend that has gained popularity in recent years is the consumption of imported dairy products. Consumers in China perceive imported dairy products as being of higher quality and safer than domestic dairy products. This has led to a significant increase in the import of dairy products, such as milk powder and cheese.
International exportation of Chinese dairy products. The increasing demand for dairy products in China has also led to an increase in exports. Chinese dairy exports have grown significantly over the past decade, with China now being a major player in the global dairy market. In 2018, China exported 280,000 tons of dairy products worth $830 million, according to the General Administration of Customs. This represents a significant increase from 2008, when China exported only 8,000 tons of dairy products worth $30 million. One of the main dairy products being exported from China is milk powder. Milk powder accounted for 89.8% of China's total dairy exports in 2018. The majority of this milk powder is being sent to Southeast Asian countries such as Vietnam, Indonesia, and Malaysia. These countries are experiencing a growing demand for dairy products, and the lower prices of Chinese milk powder make it an attractive option. Another dairy product that is being exported from China is liquid milk. China's liquid milk exports have grown significantly over the past decade, from only 9,339 tons in 2001 to 36,303 tons in 2018, according to China Customs. The majority of these exports are going to neighboring countries such as Hong Kong and Taiwan. The Chinese government has been actively promoting the export of liquid milk as a way of increasing the value of the country's dairy industry.
Cheese is another dairy product that is being exported from China, although on a smaller scale. According to the China Chamber of Commerce for Import and Export of Foodstuffs, native produce, and animal byproducts, China exported 6,728 tons of cheese in 2018, worth $41 million. The majority of this cheese is being exported to Southeast Asian countries such as Vietnam, Thailand, and the Philippines. In conclusion, the local consumption of dairy products in China has increased rapidly over the past decade, mainly due to an increasing adoption of a Western-style diet, an increase in disposable income, and the growth of e-commerce platforms. The increase in local demand has also led to an increase in the production and export of dairy products from China. China has become a major player in the global dairy market, exporting milk powder, liquid milk, and cheese to neighboring countries in Southeast Asia. As China continues to develop and its middle class continues to grow, we can expect to see further growth in the dairy industry, both locally and internationally.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate your time and attention. Please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like, comment and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. We look forward to seeing you again soon.